What's happening, guys? This is Nagpal for iGyaan, and today we're going to be checking out the new Nokia Asha 501. Now, this is a completely new take on budget phones from Nokia. It is their flagship feature phone. That's right, it's not a smartphone. And Nokia has completely changed their outlook on the way feature phones will be made by the company. Now, let's talk a little bit about the hardware on the device. On the outside, over at the front, you'll see a 3-inch display, which does have a Nokia glance screen and a double tap screen as well, which activates the device. On the right side, you have the power lock and unlock button along with the volume rockers. On the top, a 3.5mm headphone jack, the micro USB charging data syncing port, and the proprietary Nokia thin pin connector. That's about all for sides. If you look at the back of the device, you do have a speakerphone which is at the bottom, and you do have a 3.2 megapixel camera, which we'll talk about in just a minute. If you talk about the overall dimensions of the device, it's only 58mm wide, 99.2mm high, and 12mm in terms of thickness. It's not the thinnest device, but it's a fairly compact and nicely rounded off device. It feels really nice in the hand, feels really well built, thanks to the unibody polycarbonate sort of construction. Now, the device runs Series 40 or Asha OS, so it's a build-up of Symbian. So you do have something which Nokia now calls Asha OS, and it's a basic UI. It is meant to be a Java-based phone. So what Nokia has done is they've added all the essentials onto the device and tried to make it a bundle where if you are the modern youth, if you are the kind of people who basically stay on Facebook, who want to tweet a little bit and who want to do a little bit of work on their phones, this is the kind of device for you. Now, it comes in at a price of about 5,000 rupees in the market, and the price is fairly decent for a device like this. It also comes in a bunch of colors: yellow, cyan, the white color, and this bright pink red color, which looks really nice. It also comes in a green color, which is currently unavailable in India. Now, the device overall is fairly fast, responsive, and if you look at the overall concept of the device, it's fairly nice. It is a fantastic and really well-built feature phone. But if you look at the price value of the device, you do have a 5,000 rupee price value wherein you can get an Android experience, and a pretty good Android experience at that. So, should you or should you not choose the Nokia Asha 501 over a Android phone that you can get for about 5,000 rupees? That question is what remains to be answered. So let's talk a little bit about the device. The phone will mostly run on 2G, and you get 2G data speeds along with 2G talk time of up to 11 hours on this device. So this is a fantastic device if you do a lot of talking. You get about 11 hours of talk time is what we faced. You get about 3 days of continuous music playback, which is crazy, and you get interesting little applications from the company as well. So you get Nokia Music on the device. You also have Nokia's browser, which does compact up websites and does compress them up so that they can deliver it to you in a quicker fashion. We did open up iGyaan on this, and it works fairly well. You don't have features like pinch to zoom, which you can get in similar spec or actually similar priced Android devices. So you don't have the kind of value or the kind of features that you get on Android devices, but you do get a phone that really works well as a phone. So leaving all the smartphone features aside, you do have a feature phone that works great as a feature phone. You have a very basic camera, which you may as well neglect because the photographs that you will take from this are going to be a jumble of mess. We didn't like the pictures that were taken from the device. It takes a really long time. But if you think about it from an overall perspective, Nokia has a winner over here. So if you want a phone that works as a phone, gives you long battery life, gives you long talk time, and gives you long playback on music and long standby, this is the device that you need. It has dual SIM capabilities, so you can add in 2 SIM cards onto the device, which makes it a winner in our terms. Now, you can pop open the back side of the device, even though it looks like a unibody shell, and you do have a micro SD card slot, which does come with Nokia's own 4GB micro SD HC card. It is a high capacity card, so you do get a 4GB micro SD HC card. The battery itself on the device is a 1200 milliamp hour battery, but the OS is not very taxing on the device. The display itself also is not very taxing on the device, so you get a lot of talk time, a lot of features from this device. So to conclude, the phone is a very simple, basic device. It is supposed to have the basic utilities. You do have a set of applications that Nokia gives to the user. So you get Facebook, you get the Nokia store, so you can download some Symbian-based applications. You can download some Nokia applications. You get basic features like the calculator, clock, and even a stopwatch. But you also get some applications that Nokia is trying to bring down to their ecosystem, including the Asphalt 6 game, which you will never actually play on this device because it's a demo. But you do have some other games that have been installed like Bubble Bash and Real Football that also come in demos. But it's a great example of what a feature phone is capable of today. It is not going to be a smartphone. It is not going to be replacing your smartphones. If you want to get onto the Android bandwagon, the 501 is not the option for you. But if you want a long-lasting secondary phone, or even if you want a long-lasting primary phone, which is essentially going to be your phone and not your main sort of connecting device, then the Nokia Asha 501 is the device for you. What you will also find interesting is that video playback is fairly smooth on this. Even playing videos from YouTube, you have a fairly loud speaker that works really well. And the overall device will not disappoint when it comes to performance of the limited things that you have on the device. If you already own a tablet that does your consumption for content online, that has your connectivity applications, then the Nokia 501 as a add-on phone will be a great device for you. So if you have any questions or queries about the Nokia Asha 501, you can check out our full written review on iGyaan.in. You can also catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/iGyaan, youtube.com/iGyaanTV. For iGyaan Networks, this is me, Bharat Nagpal. Thank you guys for watching.